everybody back to the Spread the Space Network, a platform built by the community for the community. I'm your host, China, and the Executive Director of the Spread Your Heart organization. And today, we have two very special guests with us. Young aspiring actors and actresses across the nation are lining up outside of casting calls, waiting long hours for their one opportunity at breakthrough moments. Many left let down and unmotivated to continue pursuing their dreams after facing hard rejection in front of a casting panel. Some aspiring artists struggle even finding resources and opportunities in their area. In turn, left to push their ventures to the back burner and comply with societal Spread the Space is a media network that specializes in empowering entrepreneurs, content creators, and artists of all genres by providing that elevating platform for them to express themselves. Our next guests are an up-and-coming duo from Tampa, Florida, who starred in the film 410 Stamp, Missing Mountain, and most recently the Amazon Prime Video Worlds Apart. She's a powerhouse beauty, and he's the ultimate craftsman. Please welcome our guests, Will and Samantha.
I love it. I love the intro. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for being here today. It means a lot for you guys to support the movement, our nonprofit causes, and for providing substantial mental health in communities, and also empowering youth to chase after their dreams. So we kind of wanted to bring you guys on, talk about your stories, talk about your journeys, and just, get people more familiar with your art. Okay, so Samantha, you were born in New York, but you were raised in Tampa.
Yes.
Right? So talk about the first time that music and theater was introduced to you.
Okay, so music and theater, that actually, funny enough, that it was in Florida that I was introduced to music and theater. I went to Magnet Middle School, and they did so many musicals and plays and all these things. Now, when I went there, I went for 8th grade. Everyone else had been there from 6th grade. So they were getting roles and watching them perform. I was like, this is so cool. So I was doing the electives and stuff, and I wanted to be casted in it, but I just got there, so I wasn't really casted in a lot of things at the time. But that was my first intro to musical theater live performances. My favorite movie growing up was West Side Story.
Oh, yeah.
Because I really resonated with Anita. She was Puerto Rican, and she was a brown girl on screen singing and dancing. I always tell everyone, I'm she's the first time that I saw myself in a movie. And I was like, oh my goodness, I could do that. I could be up there just like her. She's my hero. I love her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Will? Where are you raised in Tampa?
Raised in Florida, West Palm Beach.
Okay, West Palm Beach.
So about an hour north of Miami.
Okay, and what brought you to the Tampa area? You're migrated with your family?
School.
Okay.
So yeah, I did all my early education down in West Palm Beach. And then once I finished that, I did my first 2 years at Palm Beach State College and came to USF to finish out my undergraduate.
Nice. Yeah. So how did you guys meet?
No, we met at work. We worked at
a very mundane way.
Yes, we met at work. It was this great little restaurant.
It was called Wet Willie's.
It was called Wet Willie's. It's closed down now.
Well, no, the one in Tampa's closed down. I think they still have the original site in Savannah, Georgia.
If you are watching from Savannah, Georgia, you might have a Wet Willie's.
Yeah, Miami has one too. I think right in South Beach.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so we met there, and then I was telling him I don't want a boyfriend because I want to move to California, and then he was like, I want to move to California too, so we got married.
Yeah.
and we moved to California together. That's really how it went down.
I literally had a out of body moment,
Yeah.
Yes.
And the rest
So
is history.
yeah, and then I guys have 2 kids. You just welcomed your second baby.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. He's 9 weeks now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're I'm going to California. I'm going to be acting. And did you know that he was also into acting in the arts, or he was like, oh, guess what?
No, so actually, we had a mutual friend, and she was really close with Will, and she was
She also worked there too.
She worked there too, and she was like, that girl that's working here now, I had a monologue, what's it called, the workshop. She's
Yeah.
like, I did a monologue workshop with her and she acts. And she was telling Will and me, she was like, you act and he acts. And she's telling him, she acts and you act and all this stuff. So she was kind of like, you know, shout out to Queen. She was like telling us both about each other and how like we both act and how he sings and how I'm an actor.
Because mine started back in high school when I was also just looking for a quick, easy elective.
Yeah.
Did musical theater and wound up getting cast as the lead role in a musical. So then from there, I kind of that was what I got my degree in, which is musical theater. And kind of transitioned over to TV and film. What was that, like 2014, 2015? Transitioned over to TV and film, and that's when we started seeing Michael.
Yeah. And I got my major in theater too.
Okay.
Yeah, or dramatic arts or something.
I think
there's like an official term.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's acting.
We know what it is.
I went to school for music, but
Yeah.
my major was literally contemporary urban popular music and jazz performance. Like,
Yeah.
why is it so long?
Yeah.
It literally just means jazz performance.
Who knows?
It's like
Music.
you either act and sing, or you just act.
Or you just act. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So how does acting bring you guys closer together?
Oh.
The fact that we can do it together, for one.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
because we do have the studio now, Surf and Squash Studios.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we do have that, and now we are pretty much making our films because ever since we moved back to Florida from California, you know, because of COVID and everything like that, just it's tough to wait for Hollywood to kind of give you that break.
Yes,
So
for
to
sure.
be able to create that break for yourself is kind of that route that we're taking. So we're making movies, we're making films.
And that's the name of the game, right? Like, you're an artist, you are a performer, you're an actor, you're a storyteller. So you don't need to wait for anyone to really tell a story. You can there's always people around you who will help you share your story, tell the story. So I feel like, you know, we're always, and he always writes me as the leading lady because he has a crush on me. So yes, it's
But I
great.
love that because that's the whole premise of the platform, right? Is just make a lane for yourself. I feel like a lot of people get discouraged.
Yeah.
When they get turned down, when they see other people's work. I know. For me personally, when I went to school in Columbia, I was really deterred by the oversaturation in the industry.
Yeah.
And it kind of like washed out my dreams, which kind
Yeah.
of inspired me to make this platform. But I just felt like I was like one of 10,000 students doing music.
Yeah.
I felt like my little vision was just like this. And then when you go in front of these big stages and the audience, you start comparing yourself and you're like, wow, you know, maybe I'm not the greatest.
Yeah.
Or, wow, they turned me down from that audition. Maybe I wasn't what I thought I was. But that's not always it, right?
No.
That's not always it.
You can-
Sometimes
It's a lot of why not me? Because because obviously once you start doing your career, your certain field, just naturally because of God, because of the universe, you start meeting other people that are also in that field.
Yeah.
So now you're seeing these other people who might be doing better than you. And that is what you're seeing. Yeah, might be.
Yeah.
Better than you.
You know, grass is always greener.
Yeah.
But that's what we tend to focus on as opposed to focusing on, no, I don't want to say focus on, but as opposed to kind of looking at there are also people that are under you. So those people might be looking at you saying, why not me? You know, so it's a lot. And it's just with a lot of these industries, it's a lot of no's where you get like that one yes or those few yeses. Sometimes it even takes a few yeses. You know, because sometimes that one yes is something that projects you forward to that bigger yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. So, you recently released a movie on Amazon Prime called Worlds Apart, right?
Yes.
Give the audience a little synopsis about Worlds Apart for you.
While trying to care for his sick mother, D comes across otherworldly forces that may pose obstacles for him.
Supernatural forces?
Maybe some sort of supernatural forces.
Yeah.
It's really exciting. It's really cool.
It's a mix of sci-fi, drama, a little bit of love, you know.
A little romance, action.
It's a good like Friday night. You know, we used to go to Blockbuster and we used to get your popcorn, your pizza, you pick out your movie. It's like one of those kind of films.
Yeah.
One of those family fun films that you can kind of just, you know, watch at the house and have fun with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me about that process of getting the film on Amazon Prime.
So that was a lot. So obviously, you know, if we're skipping all of the pre-production, which is the writing and all that, getting it onto Amazon as well as like all the other streaming sites that it's on. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can distribute, but I won't get into all that boring stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, we use a certain distributor, and they pretty much will kind of, let's say, pitch the film to all these different platforms and whatnot, and then it's up to the platform to say, yes, I want that. Yes, I can pick it up. Obviously, depending on the platform, they will kind of air more towards, let's say, Netflix likes documentaries, horror films, thrillers, stuff like that. Then obviously you have like Discovery Channel, which might like more documentaries or more things like that. So Amazon is kind of like a all around kind of thing. They're just like, if it's good, if we think our subscribers will like it, we're gonna put it up there. But yeah, so yeah, Worlds Apart is a cool film. It was not the end result that we got was not the beginning result. We had like it had been through the ringer. We had changed the plot and everything maybe like 6 or 7 times before it got to what it is today.
It was really like Will and Canyon, who's the co-owner of Surfing Squatch.
Yeah.
They were like, talking about this plot, and then really one day they were just like, we found an area that we can film this at. We were like, oh my goodness, okay, and like they just kind of like brought us all to Georgia, and we just were in the woods in Georgia, like really filming this, and they like.
Wow.
Casted it. They reached out to an agency. They got people to audition for this movie. It was crazy to be on the other side of that chair.
Because normally we're the ones auditioning for films or
Yes,
auditioning for commercials. So now to be on the opposite end and have people interested in our project and saying like, yeah, I want to audition, and then like looking at their audition tapes and things like that, it's like
it was amazing.
It was surreal. It was cool because really it's just like, oh, I'm watching this not only as assistant director and like one of the writers of the film, I'm watching this as like an actor that's kind of like geeking out, saying like, "Yo, people like auditioning for my project," you know, like it's a cool thing.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Stuff like that is motivating. You know that you're making some type of impact. You know, even if it's just giving somebody an opportunity or giving somebody a job just to, you know, hold the mic, sit somewhere. People like to be involved. So that's awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so correct me if I'm saying that wrong, because I feel like I said it wrong. 410 stamp. 410 stamp.
410 stamps, yeah.
So you previously made 410 stamp and Mystic Mountain. Did those experiences help you prepare for the challenges behind making Worlds Apart?
Absolutely. So 410 stamped, that was the first short film that I booked in California. That was the very first thing that I had booked outside of commercials. And that was with a good friend of mine, Nikki. And she was doing a all-women's directing workshop over at American Film Institute. So that was her baby. So it was cool because we also got to work with, there's a guy who I worked with, his name's Drake. He was on American Idol for, I don't remember which season. And then Eden Duncan Smith, who was also in a Spike Lee joint, See You Tomorrow. So it was.
See You Yesterday.
See You Yesterday.
Yeah, See You Yesterday.
So it was cool to work with those people, and that was the very first time that I had booked anything, and so that definitely prepared me for like, wow, like this is what it's like to be on set. Like this is what it takes, you know, because we were at a house one day, we were at a restaurant another day, and I was like, okay, so like they are just pretty much asking people like, hey, you mind if we film here? Like, we'll pay you this, or like, what can we exchange? You know, like a barter kind of thing. And then Mystic Mountain was a little horror short that I did with Canyon too, but that was well before Surfing Squatch Studios. But you know, we made that one together too, and yeah, it definitely prepared both of us for a larger scale like feature film, because both of those were shorts. So those were like 25 minutes ish each, and then now to be moving on to making like a 105-minute feature film that had multiple locations, multiple actors, like all these different moving parts and stuff like that. So.
And it was cool too, because when he was doing 410 Stamped, he would come home and he would like tell me about everything that happened that day. He was like, today we went to some guy's house and he played the piano and we practiced some songs. Then we're watching Netflix and we're watching Rhythm and Flow, the hip hop competition show. We're watching it, and D Smoke comes on, and Will's like, "That's that guy whose house we were at who played the piano." And we were like, "What?" So it was like, he worked with D Smoke before he was doing Rhythm and Flow, and like, you know, he's very successful. I mean, we love D Smoke.
Yeah, he won Rhythm and Flow, and like he is making great music.
It's just so interesting to see like the networking and like how people get around, and oh my goodness, I worked with that person. Now look where they're at. Like it's really cool and like inspiring.
Yeah. Relationships is probably ultimate key factor in
Yes.
success. And I feel like
Yeah.
if you're shy in your field, it's not
Mm-hmm.
going to take you very far.
Yes.
Which a lot of people struggle with, you know, and
Yes,
that
it's
contributes to the top mental health is being shy and breaking out of your bubbles and then
Mhm.
looking at those roadblocks. So we're definitely here to tell you guys, you have to talk to people. You have to get out there. Just
Network.
opening your mouth,
Yeah.
even if you say a few words, really makes a difference. And
Yeah.
it can be that transformative moment in your career if you speak up.
Yes.
So always speak up for yourself and vouch for yourself,
I
right?
watched this guy talk about. He pretty much said that there are a lot of things that you can do for longevity of life. Like obviously, you can eat healthy. You can, not smoke, not drink too much, blah blah, whatever. And he was talking about this TED talk that he had watched that pretty much said that the people who tend to live a long period of time and live happy literally just go out and just interact with people. Even if it's something as small as like saying hello to your barista who's making your coffee is what he said. It's just literally small interactions. Like we need each other.
Yes.
Even if it's not even about your field or your career, it's just hey, how's your day going? Casual conversation kind of thing. So, and then you spark, you plug yourself.
Yeah.
All those things like that.
I know that I liked a girl on YouTube, and she was a photographer, and she basically started a YouTube channel, and she was just saying, she said, I see people who are not as good as me getting big opportunities because they'll promote themselves. She was like, and I'm good at this, but I have so much shame in my work, like, oh, it's not ready, or oh, it's not perfect. She was like, so this is 1 year of me shamelessly promoting myself and like putting my art out there. Within 2 years, she's doing meet and greets. She was like in Chicago. She's like going on tour for meet and greets. She was like, it's incredible just because she put herself out there. Somebody likes what you do.
Yeah.
There's too many people in the world to not like what you do.
Yeah.
There's way too
And
many.
I also like to say, you don't even know what needs to be tweaked and adjusted or how you can change until you
do it. Put it up.
Yeah, until you produce
that's
something.
why I love bringing people on here because a lot of times they catch themselves and whatever they want to improve or the mistake and they're like, wow, that felt natural. Or like there's artists that say, I want to be a big artist, I'm going to perform on all the stages. But they've never performed even a small gig in their life.
Yeah.
Then they get up there and they bomb it, they forget all their words because you don't have that experience in doing it.
I mean, even like us watching Worlds Apart now. Worlds Apart was our first film.
Yeah, and I'm constantly picking out continuity issues. Like, oh, I missed that lineup. Oh, why did my mouth do that?
Why did we go with this choice? But it's out there. It's our first thing, and like
and
we're
it's
proud
good.
of it.
You will be a perfectionist of your own work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there are tons of things that I can watch Worlds Apart and pick out, and then as I'm watching it with somebody who's watching it for the first time, I'm looking over at them at those parts that I know are like that I don't really like or that I would have changed differently, and they're just like, oh, they like it because they don't notice it.
Yeah.
Sure. So, Alora.
Yes.
Alora's a great girl with a tough attitude.
Yes.
How are you inspired by her?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, but it's funny. Yes, she inspires me on like her physical capacity alone. It's funny though, because I feel like she's inspired by me a little bit because Will wrote her. And because Will kind of like, he told me, he was like, I want to write, oh, it's so cute. He was like, I want to write a character that you're proud to play. And I think that he took like these aspects of my personality, like, he like, she's a little tough. She always has a slick comment. She loves to fight.
Yeah,
in my mind, I love to like be a superhero. That's what I mean. Not fight people.
She has a very high physical capacity.
Yeah.
But the main goal was like something that we laugh about all the time is that in Hollywood there's a specific type of woman that's written by man, and it's always the exact same thing, and it does women a disservice. So my main goal was not to have Alora be a woman written by a man. Like I wanted to be a situation where you don't know what sex wrote this woman character, this heroine.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be a situation where, like, yes, like you said, she was proud to play her, and then other women are proud to be like, oh, Laura is so cool.
Sometimes when people write strong women, they rip away her femininity because strength is what we associate with masculinity.
Yeah.
So, but there's a strength with being feminine. There's a strength with being a woman. There's a strength with, just with femininity in general, with gentleness, with kindness, with empathy, things that are essentially feminine, I would say.
Yeah.
A lot of times they strip that away from a female character to be like, no, she's not that. She's tough. she's not empathetic or sad. Like, she doesn't feel sad. She's tough. But I think Will did a good job of making Alora a well-rounded. She is empathetic. She is sassy. She does feel for her friends, and she does want to protect people. She's kind.
We can see in her story arc too, because it's not because she does have these moments of where she is snarky or she has these quick-witted comments and things like that. But there's also moments to where when she's comfortable around these people, where she does break down, and she is talking to them as if she would be talking to someone she knew for years and years and years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
I like her.
Yeah. I do want to know. About you.
Yeah,
more about Laura.
Okay, you like Laura. Good.
So you base your story around the main protagonist, Steve, who's dealing with the hardships of caring for his mother while fighting off supernatural forces. But it's through fighting for the people that he loved that he was able to pull through and become a hero like his father. Can you specifically, but either one of you, relate to that theme of carrying a huge weight on your shoulders while still powering through obstacles in your life?
Yeah, I think both of us, like being parents, does that. Know, because what a lot of people do, like when they become parents, they forget self, and I think that is, and that's fine. Like if you decide to do that, like if you want to be a father and a mother only, then that is completely fine. In every right, you have every right to do so. But for those people who may not want to do that, a lot of people forget self and they forget that they're people too. So they put their careers and things on hold. So you do have this weight on your shoulders, even though it's a weight that you love to bear with your kids, that you then have to also continue to provide for yourself, whether that's mentally, physically, whatever it is that you need, doing your own career, your own thing. So that way you can continue to provide for your kids and then reach your goals and then provide for them better. Mm-hmm. That's what I would say.
Yeah, and I think everyone perseveres just from being alive in general. Everyone has something that's going on, and everyone that you see every day, they have something. They're pushing through. They're showing up. I think that a lot of people can relate to that aspect of the story, just because, you never know what people are going through. You never know how much they are putting on their back and like persevering every day. Who knows?
Absolutely. So the theme of family support and complicating dynamics is also present in the film. Talk about your own personal relationships with your family and how they're supporting you in your career.
Oh my goodness! Let me say. When I told my mom when I was little, I said I want to be an actress. She was like, "We've never had an actress in the family." So exciting! Like, I think in her mind, she already thought I was famous. She was like, "Oh my goodness!" When I was little, and I was like, "I want to be an actor." She was like, "You're an actor?" Oh my good, like very supportive. So excited for us to like do this stuff. They're really supportive of what we do.
With my parents too. Like I said, mine started back in like my sophomore year of high school, but my family, they showed up to every play. They were there. They were cheering me on. They loved it. They were super supportive. And then when Worlds Apart came out, we had the premiere. They showed up. Their Sunday's best. Like, they were super supportive. My mom asked me every day, or she'll text me or call me. My dad too. Like they ask me like, "What's next? Like, what are you doing next?" And I'm, we got the new film coming out, so I'm sending them little tidbits on that.
And we're not only children, so maybe it'll be different if we were only children. They were like, "Okay, get into programming."
My dad said that though. He was like, "Cause I'm good with computers." Yeah. He's like, "Oh, why don't you go to school and like learn computers?" I was like, "I know computers, Dad."
Computers aren't my passion, Dad.
But no, once I started doing it a bit more, he's like, "You were so good up there on stage."
Yeah.
So, super supportive.
That's very motivating too. It lets you know that you're doing it for somebody.
Exactly.
But I don't know about you guys, because I tend to have this problem. But do you feel a little bit more pressure knowing that your family is watching you or that they're rooting for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was doing plays in college, any day that I had no one coming to see me, like when my parents weren't there, when we're like beforehand in the dressing rooms, I was so calm, so fine, whatever. The second it was like, "Oh, my mommy's in the audience," or "My dad's in the audience," I would be back there like shaking. And they're like, "But you love your family. Like, you're so comfortable around them."
What message would you guys give to other aspiring actors and actresses?
Mine would be, do it wrong, do it sloppily, just do it.
Mhm.
Produce your art. Do the audition. It's not perfect. Just do it. Do it wrong at first. It'll get better as you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say don't give up. It's going to be hard. It's going to be possibly a lot of auditioning. Some people will make it quicker than others. You just got to persevere. And kind of to piggyback off of that, if whatever way you decide to do your audition, just do it 100%.
Yeah.
Don't do it 50% and then you second guess yourself and then you try to change your tactic or change the way that you acted it. Make a choice, do it 100%. I'm telling you, the casting directors will see that you made that choice and they'll be like, you know what, let's give that person a call back.
Yeah, that's not
So,
that's not the right
yeah.
choice, but they stuck with that so hard. Well, give them
Yeah.
another chance.
Yeah.
So
So-
just do it full out.
Do
to
it
the
and
best of your
don't
ability.
give up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on to the Spread the Space
Yeah.
Network platform. It meant a lot for you guys to like actually share your stories
Thank
and
you.
keep
Yeah, this
everybody
is awesome.
motivated.
Mhm.
Yes,
This
and
is
definitely come back anytime you want. You
Thank
know,
you.
we're only developing and expanding from here, so
Mhm.
it's great. And then if you also, the viewers, would like to come onto the platform, share your story, your talent, or
Mhm.
even if you don't have a talent but you just want to come up here and talk, that's great too. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
So come up here and chit chat with me.
Yeah.
Make sure you give this video a big like and subscribe to the channel. You can
Mhm.
find other content from the Spread Your Heart organization and Spread Your Space Network on all platforms. And again, thank you for watching a platform built by the community for the community.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Peace.